All right, everybody, welcome in Fans Only Sports Network for some NEPSAC hockey. It is the Mount St. Charles Mounties against the Boston Advantage here from Allard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Tim Duffy on the call here today for Fans Only Sports Network, coming from Allard, and it'll be a good call. As you can see all the action on Instagram at Fans Only at FO Sports and on the website fansonlysports.com. So today this game's starting a little bit late. It's going to be two 23-minute halves instead of 3 periods. There's some confusion around the start time, so we're going to do the starting lineups and the national anthem first. So, Nolan O'Neill and Gunnar Vick, first two starters. Johnny Haley, David Zavulanov, and Conrad Livingston rounding out the skaters here for the Advantage. In net, it's Ryan Littlefield who will get the start here for the Advantage. Starting for Mount now, Logan Souza. And number 20, Sampson, Graham Finney. And not Finney, Sean Pohl. Connor Souza start and in net today. Dante Souza in net today for Mount. Alrighty, this game going to be two 23-minute halves, like I was just saying. It's also brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. It's on a mission to bring the game of ice hockey to more people and communities across the nation. They create products to help share their love for hockey and also donate a portion of every sale to make youth hockey accessible to more families across the nation. Visit ironsteelthreads.com and use coupon code FO Sports 10, that's all caps, FOSPORTZ 10, to get 10% off of your next purchase. If you're watching on your iPhone, go to the Instagram app, give them a follow at Iron Steel Threads. Got a great account. We get some more clout as In for a good one here today. Should be maybe a faster pace game with the two halves, as the Advantage will win it first, and it's Livingston who tries to get it up to center ice into traffic. Haley will dump into the zone, got tipped on its way there. On his way to retrieve is Sean Pohl from Mount, and he's going to get it up to Connor Souza here. Souza in the corner, trapped against the boards, gives it up ahead, and turns it right back over to the Advantage. Livingston trying to clear it out on defense. And it's loose in the neutral zone. It was off of Haley's stick last, poked up ahead by Noah Sampson. And against the boards, comes away with Boston. Takes a huge hit to Vulinov right there. Get over to Zavulinov again and dances with it. Gives it up to Santos. Tipped up ahead down the ice. And it's going to be retrieved back on the other end. Jack Devlin, I believe it was. And Souza, the blue line, got knocked down. And right back to Wintersheed for the Advantage. Looking to clear it out. Wintersheed swings it out off the boards to Conley up ahead. Gets tipped down the ice. Santos trying to win the race through it for the Advantage and can't, because Devlin was there first for Mount. There's Oliver Haynes. Haynes fighting for it in traffic. Devlin back in his own zone. Up to Haynes off his stick and onto the net right there. And it's going to be Vick now. Vick. The traffic couldn't get through. Tober up ahead. And this is going to be flipped towards the defender, Figueredo, down the ice. And this is going to be on net for the goaltender, Dante Souza. A couple of Souzas on this team, Connor and Dante. And that is going to be blown dead for the first stoppage of clock today. 2:10 into this game. Might be the first penalty of the game, too. Let's see. And it will be against the Advantage. Or rather, it's against the junior Mounties. The trip against Braden Slack, who we saw for the Mounties when they were playing in Rhode Island Division I. He made the team here. And he's going to be the first penalty today. So Boston on the power play. Livingston down the ice. Got the shot off. Souza puts it back down after the nice glove save right there. Livingston. Vick in stride. O'Neal takes it. O'Neal just missed it off to the right. And it's going to carry him all the way down the other end of the ice that time. 30 seconds already expired into the power play. Zavulinov will get it back here. Going down the right wing. Zavulinov cuts back to the middle. A quick recovery on the other side of the ice. Now gets down low. And I don't even know where that was supposed to go, but it goes all the way back to Littlefield again. 50 seconds into the power play now. Trying to cut inside is Brennan. That's going to be offsides against the Advantage with exactly 1 minute to go on the penalty. Face off. It's going to go back into the Advantage zone, and Brennan trying to work his way inside. Instead defers outwardly to Ethan Santos. Brennan gets it back here, coming down the near side. And Brennan against the wall, and Tyler Simo trying to get it. Simo comes out of the pile with it and gives it right back up to Santos. 30 seconds left in the penalty, and Mount trying to kill it here. This one down the ice, and it's Santos again. Working his way inside, and Santos' shot gets saved and put back down here. Tyler Simo looking to get through some traffic, could not. Santos takes it right back. Santos' shot gets saved with 9 seconds left on the power play. for the advantage. So face-off coming up here. They're on that right wing circle, and it's going to be Vic and Figueredo who ends up winning it for Mount. And this is going to effectively kill the power play with 2 seconds left, and Mount with their first penalty kill of the afternoon. Sampson moves it around. This is one up ahead to Figueredo. Figueredo, he's getting close up in the corner, though. There's a hit. And cutting out to the puck, though. Livingston up to Cedrone. Cedrone cross ice. And Castaneda couldn't hang on to it for too long. He will fight for it again back. And taken on the pile by Mike Tober, the former East Greenwich high school player who led the team in points as a freshman that year. Now the junior playing for Mount St. Charles. All the way back for Devlin. O'Neal, cross ice. Centering pass for Pike, and he couldn't get a stick on it there. Had a good chance to open up the scoring here and gets by him. But now O'Neal does as well, and he gets it denied by Dante Souza again. So we're just about 5 minutes into this game. Haynes trying to work his way in the middle there. Dumas got tripped up. And this one going to be off the stick of Souza, who gets it back here. Now Haley gives it up to O'Neal, and O'Neal trying to get through some traffic, can't. O'Neal, this pass intercepted by Dumas. Coming down the near side is Harrison Dumas. Gets to the slot, takes the shot, saved, and no rebound there for neither Haynes or Souza. Couple of bodies flying at center ice, and out of the pile, here comes McKenzie. He got that one blocked. Centering pass for Haynes, not going to get to him. Instead, pokes outside for Souza. He gets a big hit against the boards right there, and able to get it back, though, and dump it in the zone. Racing up after, trying to, is McKenzie. And up top to LaCoyer. McKenzie got the shot off. It's tipped in front of the net, trying to slap it out of the way. Was Conley there? And Zavulinov, over to Santos, Wintersheed. McKenzie gets it left wing, gives it up. And it's going to be taken the other way now. Conley leaves it for a trailing man. This one blocked. Finds another advantage player, and the shot gets saved. That was Lichtenberger with the shot. And Souza making another big save as the advantage of had the advantage so far in the shot on goal department up to this point. Can't get anything by it. Number 40 though, Dante Souza. That went up to Jimmy Carrera, who's trying to get through some traffic and off his stick back into the offensive zone here for Mount, looking to make some pressure, but create a possession cannot though. Lichtenberger, now Cedrone. This one tipped out of Cedrone's mitts, and it's center ice to find Simo. Simo going on the left wing, trying to work his way through some traffic, could not, as Livingston ripped it away from him. Simo dumps it into the zone once again. Livingston. Up to Castaneda. That's going to be the first icing call of the game. Actually, they say no icing. Thought it was, but referees didn't. It's really all that matters. Farrell almost gets tripped up. O'Neal gets it back in the slot. His shot right between the numbers that time for Souza to make another save. Impressive outing so far for Dante Souza. He's kept his team in it. up to this point. Ryan Littlefield, the other goaltender, we haven't had to say his name too much because Mount has yet to really create a lot of consistent offense up to this point. Slack trying to work through O'Neal. Cross ice for Tober, couldn't get to him. Now Brennan. Sampson off the wall, and now a big hit against the boards by Figueredo. Zavulinov, this one off the face of Farrell, and down the ice for Figueredo. Centering pass for Tober, got blocked, and a good play by Vic right there to get a piece of it. Back up top for Carroll. This one sent in the corner, off the boards. Gonna find Slack, who got that one blocked. This is going to be another whistle blown here. And it's going to be a hold called against Jack Brennan, who's going to go in the box for 2 minutes. It'll be the first power play for Mount here today. So Brennan, the only player on the ice without a name on the back of his jersey. You'll know his name now. As sets up Mount's first power play today. Let's see what the Mounties can do on the power play. Slack in the corner now. It's going to go back up to the point here for Devlin, and he lost it, ripped away from him on the play there. That was by, I believe it was Pike or Cedrone. Can't do anything with it there, but it's going to be able to kill the first 30 seconds of the Mount power play. Dumas trying to get through some traffic, could not. Trying to clear it there, couldn't either. Farrell dances with it at the top. Gonna spin it off the boards here and get up to Dumas. Dumas trying to find an angle, couldn't either. Farrell back up top, makes a move, gets some space, takes the shot, saved. Trying to slap it in at the end of the play was Dumas, though, on the rebound. And it's going to wind up going back to Farrell here, who could not work through the traffic. As we are halfway through the power play now. Slack. And not a good pass. Devlin could not get a stick on the feed from Jimmy Carrera there. And 25 seconds left in the power play. Mount just going in the wrong direction now as Zavulinov knocks it down the ice. Figueredo will get back to it for the Mounties. Made a man miss, and Figueredo will flip it up ahead to Souza. Souza cross ice for Sampson. Sampson dumps it down low, and Littlefield trying to just clear it. That's going to end the power play. So back-to-back penalty kills exchanged between the two teams up to this point. As we're almost halfway through this first half. Almost approaching the 11:30 mark of the period. Haley gives it right back up to Carroll. Trying to set up the slap shot there, but getting a piece of it on that play was it Zavulinov again. Just been everywhere defensively for the advantage so far. Now on the other end, here comes Mount. It's Ty Carroll. Carroll back down low. It's going to get by him. Figueredo taking a hit against the boards, and Zavulinov trying to clear it. Now Vic in pursuit. He's got O'Neal down there with him, and Vic put it towards the net. Got slapped away, though. Wintersheed. Lichtenberger now. Lost his footing and the puck. McKenzie gets it up to Pohl. Pohl shot, saved. Rebound not going to happen. as they were able to knock it away with Brennan fresh out of the box, making a big play defensively. Rather, that was Wintersheet again. My apologies. And Wintersheet has it once more. Haley and Poole laying a hit to try to create some space here. Got the puck back at least, and O'Neal now back up to Vic. Coming near side. Vic flips it down the ice. And it's going to be icing against the Advantage. It'll actually be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty against Poole. So Poole going to the box for 2 minutes. Didn't see what the penalty was in real time, but we'll hear it over the intercom in a sec. Power play number 2 for the Advantage. Back on the Advantage here. They're going to start off in the offensive zone, winning the faceoff. They give it right back. Short-handed now. Here comes Simo. Simo on the other end. Got it ripped away by Zavulinov at the end of the play. And going down the far side here is Livingston. Sets it up for Pike. That shot got blocked. Got a big hit afterwards. Zavulinov. I think they said it was a hold, I believe it was, upstairs on the penalty. Either way, it's his power play. Here's Livingston at the point. Swings it out on the right wing. Gets it back, though. Takes it from distance. Tipped by Pike right in front there for Zavulinov, who couldn't get a shot off. And now it's going to go in for Haley. As Livingston set it up, Haley was able to tip it in through the legs of Souza, and the Advantage, a power play goal. Took them just 52 seconds to knock one in. Johnny Haley takes advantage of so they actually referee actually came up and said it was a Livingston goal. So Conrad Livingston getting the goal. And the assist going to Santos and Jake Pike. And Livingston able to get the first of the game. It's Boston with a 1-0 lead. Mountain trying to respond. They haven't done much offensively so far. Here's Carroll trying to change that. His shot got saved. It got on net, but a good snatched by Ryan Littlefield. Face off now, able to win. Tober. It's it back out. This one got on net that time for Slack. Got saved back into the corner though. Now right in front. Trying to get through. Haley will get it back for Boston. Haley up to O'Neal. And it's going to be Brennan now. Brennan. Wintersheet. O'Neal. Now Vic. That pass was behind his man, and it's turned over. But Vic able to race for it back and look to reset for the Advantage. To no man's land. Haynes puts it into the offensive zone again. Souza trying to get there, couldn't. Brennan gets it back to his man. Dumas centering pass off the leg of his intended man, Souza. And then Haynes couldn't do much with it either, though, as this is going to fly out of play with 8:21 left here in the first half.
47, 17 again.
They actually just corrected the goal, and they might have just given it back to Haley. I'm not sure, but they didn't say his number though. But their official was talking to Haley. I think they're still talking now. Now from behind the net, this one off the mark, and it's going to be Sent back into the corner now for Colin Goding. But Mount picking up some rhythm here on offense as we enter the home stretch of this first half, final third now of the period. This one goes back in the corner here. Still alive, and it's going to find Pole on the other side. And Godin trying to keep it alive, and he does. McKenzie. This one's sent down the ice. And the other way now, it is Devlin. And it's going to be finding Stews at the end of the play and gets saved. $7:14 left here. Now is, like we were saying earlier, it's 2 23-minute halves to the late start we had today. This game was originally scheduled for one. Shot from Vic got saved. Originally scheduled for one against Upper Canada. There was a change in opponents as Boston Advantage was the new opponent for Mount. And then it was going to stay at 1 o'clock. Ended up moving back to 12 and then goes back to 1 right here today. As that slap shot will not happen for Logan Lefebvre, other one of the original members of this Mount St. Charles High School team. Pike trying to get through, could not. Now Lefebvre dances with it, gives it up. And Haley gets by a defender, and Simo sets it up in the middle that time for Pike, and he couldn't get there. Now Haley again, angry. He didn't get credit for the goal that he tipped in at the end of the play. Zavulinov now, that shot saved. It bounces back over to Brennan. And on the other end, Mount scores! They tie it up behind a Noah Sampson goal. One apiece here at Adelard. The assist to Ashton Farrell, I think they said. And yep, it is Farrell. And Sampson gets Mount on the board for the first time today. Carroll. Tober steps into it. Shot saved. Littlefield makes the save as his glove came off as well. Bare hands it back to the official. Puck, that is. Sampson again off the faceoff. His shot saved. Tober trying to get there and try to put it in the corner here. Could not. Back up for Finney. Finney into the corner. And one home, and now it is Cedrone again. This one knocked down by Sampson, who flips it up ahead. Figueroa trying to make a play on it in the slot. Still free for Tober. And this one back up top for Carroll. Carroll steps into it. Shot saved. Centering pass into no man's land. It was Haynes trying to find Tober right there, and it's going to be no icing. Now they actually call it a little bit late. 5:06 to go here in the first. Bring it back the other way again. Mount trying to take their first lead today. Dumas who's accustomed to big goals here, had the game winner his freshman year in a playing game with 0.2 seconds left. A moment that Fans Only Sports will never forget. That's actually one of our most viral clips of all time is Harrison Dumas punching that in against EGTG, I believe it was, or East Greenwich at the time they were. And Dumas sends it down the ice. Nobody available right there. O'Neal on the boards, up to Conley. Conley gets that one intercepted by Braden Slack. Now Dumas on the other end, shot saved. Poked back in the corner there for Haynes. Haynes trying to get it back, and this is going to be Mount up at the top against, tipped in front and having a chance with Souza. And they thought it was already in the glove of Littlefield. That's why you see some pushing and shoving at the end of the play as Souza was trying to get that rebound there and could not. Zavulinov over to Santos. Santos swings up to Pike, and now Pike got it on net. Shot is saved. Zavulinov lets it rip. Pike got a piece of it on its way there. And it's going to be Zavulinov back in his own zone up to Santos. Tipped up ahead, and now Simo. This one is bad around. Finds a man. Shot. Oh, way too tall right there for Santos, who had a chance. He had that top corner of the net open and just sailed it up in the attic that time. And you hear the Advantage fans and parents in the crowd. Big exasperation right there, collectively. Simo back at his own blue line, going to go down the ice, give it up. Now taking a big hit from behind is Sean Pohl. Up to Brennan. Brennan. Pohl. Try to work around some traffic is Devlin. Carroll takes it. That one tipped. And it's going to be Carrera now. He's going to swing on the other side here for Carroll. This one sent inside. Farrell trying to get there and couldn't. Vic flips it down the ice. Nice catch. Put it back down the neutral zone there by Devlin, who ran into his own teammate Farrell to set it back in the mount zone now. It's Farrell. Nice pass up ahead. They got some room to run here with Jimmy Carrera. His shot, though, was saved. Had to get it off, though, with the defender trailing right behind him. Good play defensively from Matthew Lichtenberger to catch up to Carrera. Contest that shot. Just over 2 minutes now left in the period. This game brought to you once again by Iron and Steel Threads, who's on a mission to bring the game of ice hockey to more people and communities across the nation. They create products to help share the love for hockey and also donate a portion of every sale to making youth hockey accessible to more families across America. Go to ironsteelthreads.com and use coupon code FOSports10 to get 10% off of your next purchase. Carroll, right wing, takes the shot, saved, and nobody was ready for that rebound. It went right to Lichtenberger. Now Devlin centering pass. Got a good look. Another one for Tober. They score. Tober puts Mount in front. 2 unanswered for Mount St. Charles. And the East Greenwich native makes it a 2-1 game right before the break. Zulanov over to Livingston. Livingston centering pass. Nobody home to the tip. And then Santos through traffic. Finney in the corner. Now it's Souza. Souza trying to get through. Up to Dumas. Sampson getting his second point today. Got credit for the assist right there. And I think it should have been two guys getting an assist on that one. I mean, there was the pass right in front, set up at the very end. But that's all they gave it credit for. There were a couple of great passes to set Filber up there as Littlefield's let in two. And now it's the drone taking it back in the neutral zone as we're inside the last minute now of the first half. And our good friend Pam, who usually says 1 minute remaining in the period, adjusting to half. And you can't teach that adjustability she's got on the PA upstairs. So here is Farrell. Dumps it down there. Trying to clear it out. Was Wintersheet, and was loose in front of the net. Brennan able to get it back, though, for Boston. And Brennan down the near side. O'Neal takes it. O'Neal shot saved and goes into the netting there. The hooking call called now. This will be the third Mountain penalty, and the alternate captain, Logan Lefebvre, is going to go to the box for 2 minutes for a hook. So it's going to be interesting now because it's going to be 25 seconds, 24 and a half left in the half on the power play for the advantage. And, about 1:35 to open the second half. So let's see if they can get any traction here before the break. Zavulanov. Boston is 1 for 2 on power plays. They scored on their first one. This will be another penalty. It's against Tober, I think. No, it's going to be against. I think it's going to be against Boston. Yes, it will. And shaking up and going to the penalty box is Conrad Livingston. And it's an elbowing. So wipe off the power play. Now 20 seconds in between the two penalties now. Livingston, who had the goal earlier, will now eliminate the power play with the elbowing penalty. So 3.7 seconds left in the half. 4-on-4 now, and that is going to end the first half with Mount up 2-1 after the first 22 and a half minutes. 2 unanswered goals coming from Noah Sampson and Mike Tober. And that is going to end the first half. So we'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports. We're going to leave the camera right here, just mute the mic. And you can, get some good stimulation in with the Zamponi if you'd like. So we'll leave it right here for you, and we'll be right back here for period number 2, which will begin roughly 10 minutes or so. All right, back here, half number 2. Mounties and the advantage, ready to rumble. As we're on a 4-on-4 continuation of the 2 penalties from the first half that we saw, which was a hook against Logan Lefebvre, followed up by a Conrad Livingston elbow penalty with 3.7 seconds left. That shot saved. Second try gets slapped away by Brennan. A good piece of it right there. And here is Brennan, who falls down to traffic. Farrell in pursuit. Farrell trying to get through some trouble there and ends up getting on net and being covered up by the goaltender Littlefield, who had a decent first half until the last about 8 minutes where he allowed 2 goals. This game brought to you once again by Iron and Steel Threads, who is on a mission to bring the game of ice hockey to more people and communities across the nation. They create products to help share the love of hockey and also donate a portion of every sale to make youth hockey accessible to more families across America. Go to ironsteelthreads.com, use coupon code FOSports10 to get 10% off of your next purchase. That's all caps, FOSPORTZ 10. Is quick offsides again from the advantage. Here's Souza trying to get through some traffic. Souza stops on a dime, spins and gives it up, and this is going to be Haynes, and Haynes got his pocket picked right there by Cedrone, and Dumas behind the net. Cedrone up to Vic, and Vic in traffic is going to be, this is going to be a man down. Dumas was really slow to get up there. You see that on the far side, and because of the dump in the zone and Dumas all the way, slow to get up, there was an offsides against Mount. He was just sitting there in the offensive zone. I don't think Mounties realizes there are 17 more seconds on the 4-4. The Mount will have an advantage for 21 seconds. That's the difference between the 2 penalties. On his knees and putting it back down right there is Santos. Santos going to block, picks it up, shot there, gets blocked and flies into the netting for Lichtenberger. Still 3 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Dumas entering the zone. Dumas is shot off the mark and falling down Souza. This one is loose. Finds a man in Figueiredo, and this one off as well. Got blocked in front. Now dancing through traffic, giving it back up to Souza with a great look. Oh, it got swatted away. Maybe some friendly fire right there, as it was Souza trying to get a piece of it. Logan, that is, and couldn't. Sampson, who has a goal and assist up to this point, trying to work through some traffic there and couldn't necessarily. This one flipped down the ice, and it's going to go back to Littlefield, who will cover up again. 2 minutes into this second half, and started off with an advantage goal early on. The Conrad Livingston score from about the blue line / points, and then 2 unanswered in the last 8 minutes for Mount. Mike Tober, former East Greenwich Avenger, punching in the first one, and then Noah Sampson. Rather, if I mix them up, Noah Sampson the first one on the 2-on-1 break, and then Tober with about 1:50 to go in the half. Is able to give Mount the first lead of the game for them. So looking to stay in front are the Mounties. And fighting for that, Carrera back to Carroll. O'Neal. And down the ice, Carrera. Livingston. And defender fell down, McKenzie. O'Neal and Carroll. Get it back here, Carroll. Cedrone all over it defensively, and this is going to be another penalty here. Will be the 6th of the day. 3 against Mount, and now it's going to be 4 against Mount. Interference against Ty Carroll. Who's going to go to the box and set up another advantage power play. So they're 1 of 2 on full power play. See, the last one, as we saw, was nulled by the Livingston penalty, who gets it right here in his own zone. Livingston trying to work through. Coming down the left wing. Pole all over it. And he's forced to defer. To the other side there for Zalumanov. Back to Livingston. Zalumanov again. Pole up on defensively right there. Conley. Zalumanov. Lost it. Taken back by Pole. Short-handed. Here comes Mount. McKenzie. And Simo. Now Zalumanov takes the shot. He scores the goal. Tie game. Another power play goal for the advantage. And Zalumanov came out of nowhere to race up to that. He's able to even the score at 2 apiece. I believe that was unassisted as well from what it looked like. So, turn of events there. Power play goal number 2 for the advantage. And now, if you're talking momentum, they have the advantage. So here's a shot that gets blocked from Sampson. Still free. Oh, they had Sampson in front on the pass from Dumas, and it flies by him right there. Oh, man, that was a missed chance to go back in front for Mount. This one going to hit off the glass and stay in place somehow. Still free against the boards. Long shot goes off the mark. Here's Vic. Now a 2-on-2. Vic sailed it. Tober, he's onside. He gets the puck. Tober! Oh, he got it saved. And it is confirmed to be an unassisted goal as well. Brennan was there defensively to get a piece of that at the end of the play. And now on the other end, oh my goodness, how did Dumas squeak that in? Mayhem at Mount. Harrison Dumas gives the Mounties the lead again. Unbelievable shot from Harrison Dumas. Offside against Mount. Right off the face-off, but what a shot from Dumas. Doesn't get any better than that. And I don't know how he was able to get that by Littlefield, but sometimes you don't know how they do it. And Harrison Dumas doing it again on the same net that he had that aforementioned game-winning goal in the playoffs 2 years ago, and Dumas lost it here. Cedrone gives it up to Santos, and on the other end, it is McCoyer. Livingston, Zalumanov was calling for it, couldn't get it to him. Cedrone. We get through traffic here, and now it's Haynes So Drone near side takes the shot. It's saved. Guys got on net. And back into play for Harrison Dumas. Trying to get through, and LaFave gives it up. Oh, what a bad turnover there. Farrell had a great looking chance, and they couldn't capitalize to go up by 2 for the first time today. There's a penalty on the ice as well, and it's against Mount because Littlefield has left the net. Free play here. Livingston, cross ice. The shot saved, and now the penalty will be addressed. And it'll be the 5th penalty against Mount Zay, who cannot stay out of their own hair so far in this one. That's a trip against Logan LaFave, who's back in here for the 2nd time today. He had the hook in the first half. Now another power play, and we've seen 2 power play goals from the Advantage here today. Can they make it 3 to tie it up? Haley's shot too tall. Back out to O'Neill. Actually, no, Sema was able to get it first somehow. The former Crusader. It was the number 2 seed currently in the Rhode Island High School Division I playoffs. Some greener pastures here at Mount potentially. They had a penalty kill though. And now Vic, that is going to be a penalty for a slash. And it's going to be, can't see quite sure who's against. It's against Mount again. Unbelievable. Crossing the back into their own zone there. Figueredo gets called for the slash, and it's a 5-on-3. Unbelievable. Livingston steps into it. Cross ice, he defers. Haley, the slap shot. Oh, it tipped off the post. And now on the follow, it goes in. Nolan O'Neill, I believe, got the last piece of it. And he did. And we are once again tied here in Woonsocket. And they'll still have a power play as well. Unbelievable. O'Neill. 3 goals, and they've all been on power plays here today for the Advantage. And 2 goals just like that on the penalties for Boston. O'Neill up to Vic. Vic centering pass. Won't get it to him, and now it is McKenzie into the zone. He's trying to clear it and just kill some clock. There's 85 seconds, $1:25 to go on the 5-on-4. Turn it over here. This one down the ice, and it's going to be bouncing in front of the Boston bench. Lichtenberger swings it back out to Zaluminov. A minute to go now on the penalty. 14.5 minutes to go here in the second half. We've only seen 8 minutes played and 3 goals already exchanged between the 2 teams. The lead changes in this game have been incredible. We've seen a lot of them so far. It's been a back and forth affair. Mount trying to kill this last 40 seconds. And now this is going to be another penalty. Unbelievable. It's going to be a cross-check. And this time it'll be against Boston, it looks like. Yes, it is going to be against Jake Pike, excuse me. And this will make it a 4-on-4 and penalties galore here from Adelor today. Another big hit against the boards this time. And there's about a minute 22 separating the two penalties. Winter She trying to take advantage of the 4-on-4 with a lot of space on the ice, obviously, with a 4-on-4. More room to work with. This one gets deflected and goes all the way back into the zone of Boston. Santos wins the race through the big-time skate getting past Jimmy Carrera there. Now Santos. And there's the offensive zone trying to punch it in the corner here. Centering pass, nobody home. And now Vic enters the box. One-on-one break. The shot gets saved. Oh my goodness. It was Figueredo right out of the penalty box where he just was a moment ago. And they couldn't catch him off guard there because Littlefield was ready for it. Devlin on the other end. Saved. .50 on the Mount power play. Carroll. Mount still searching for their first power play goal. They've had a couple of chances. Here's a long look. Gets saved, and Littlefield will cover it up here with 12:52 left and 40 seconds left on the power play. What a game we've had here today. Carroll dances with it. Long look. Oh, Littlefield right in his chest, and he makes another great save just 10 seconds later. Carroll. Souza inside. Vic. Up to Zaluminov, and racing after it is Zaluminov, but the first one that's going to get there is Figueredo. Cross ice for Souza. Souza with 8 seconds to work with on the power play. Looks like it's going to be another penalty kill. And Carroll, that's going to end the power play. Silver stains in the offensive zone here for Mount. Carroll swings it out. Cross ice. Figueredo has a good look at the right wing circle. This one tips in. Mount retakes the lead. I think it was Sampson who may have got it at the end, and he'll lead the line because he has goal number 2 and point number 3 today. Mounties back in front with 12:02 to play. Right after the power play ended, it is Sampson with his 3rd point, 2nd goal. The assist to Figueredo and Souza. Four-3 game. Another lead change here today. So it started off advantage 1-0. Then Mount got 2 unanswered to make it 2-1. Well, not unanswered because they were answered. That is when the advantage scored again. And then Mounties went up 3-2 with the Dumas goal and then tied up again. Now, can they make it 5-3? We'll see. Here's Dumas. Got Taylor. That's going to be a crazy hook right there. Easy to the box is David Zaluminov. He's going to go in for 2. And rather, it's not 14, it's 24. It'll be Griffin and Conley will go in for 2. That was, I mean, they thought it was a bad call, the advantage, but from our vantage point, that might be as easy as it gets. Slack. Corner here, back up to Slack at the point. Here's Dumas. Dumas. Slack. back behind the net. It's a power play, another one. They have not scored a power play goal here today. Here is Devlin looking to get through traffic. Got tripped up on his way there, but will not be called. Winter Street got away with one, but it was probably a good no call as we're just about 40 seconds into the Mount power play. Farrell at the slot. Reverts to the points. Long cross ice feed for Dumas. Not going to get there to him. Dumas going to spin out some trouble here. Gets it off the wall to Sampson, who surveys down low. Dumas at the circle. Takes it off the face mask of Littlefield. One more try, though, for Farrell, and he gets it saved by Littlefield. .59 seconds and counting down on the penalty. Carroll at the top. He's going to sink it down low. Back in the corner. This one got tipped, and Sampson will retreat back to the far side. Carroll back to Sampson. Carroll spins out of it. Through Haley. Back in the corner it goes. Up top, long look, shot saved, rebound for Haynes. Not going to go off the Souza miss. Souza physical to get it back, though, for Mount. 20 seconds remain on the power play. They won't ice it. O'Neal fighting for it. And Zaluminov has it now. 15 seconds remain, and Mount looking like they're going to strike out again on the power play, as there are 5 seconds and counting down now. Souza slips up ahead. This one is going to effectively end the power play now. But they scored following the conclusion of their last power play almost immediately. Now it is going to be reset on by LeCoyer. LeCoyer up ahead. McKenzie tipped out of his mitts that time, racing after it. Tober couldn't get there first before Brennan did. Slumanov. This one blocked and will be flying into the netting. Santos, the shot taker, as we're inside the final 9 minutes. We're on Fans Only Sports Network. Coyer will spank this off the boards here. It's going to be sent back down low. Tober looking to get there. O'Neal. Centering pass for Vic off his stick. And it's going to be Pohl who has it now. Entering the offensive zone. Wait for Tober to get onside. Tober get into the slot and did not get by the 3 black jerseys in the area. And Tober just knocked down O'Neal, who's slow to get up. No call, and the Boston bench not pleased about that one. O'Neal fights his way back up. Here is the shot inside for Golding. Got saved. Back to Simo. He wears the same number 5 they wore. Prout, and now other big hit on the other side with Carrera eating some ice there. This one flipped all the way down the ice, and Simo will get there for Mount. This one's off the stick of Carrera into the offensive zone. Farrell along the boards, fighting for it here, and no call on the ice. Tober looking to work it inside, and pass got blocked, entering the slot there. Conley takes it, saved, and that is going to be another stop. This one got on net, saved, and then tipped around again. Fighting for it, Figueiredo. They get it over on the left wing side, and now Littlefield gets that one saved. And Mount, what a drastic difference it's been for them since the beginning of the game now to now, is they couldn't get a shot for their life earlier. And now they're just absolutely crushing the shot count here in the second half. All it takes is one. This one gets slapped away, and it's a loose puck shot. Oh, what a save. Right in front for Figueiredo. He couldn't get it by Littlefield, who makes maybe the best save of the entire game. Tober now from distance off the mark. Centering pass in the slot, intercepted. Other direction now, it's Cedrone. Cedrone, saved, rebound, saved again, now third try. And they deny it once more for Castaneda. Unbelievable. Two clutch goaltender moments in succession exchange between these two goaltenders. Littlefield and Souza putting on a show here in the last 30 seconds. Unbelievable. This one down the ice, and it's going to be Souza stopping on a dime there. It's free inside and poked around. And then turned over. Back to Mount. Flipping it down the ice that time is Oliver Haynes. And now some offensive zone time coming out, and Haynes, I'm assuming it's the same Oliver Haynes. We see him in the Peak Performance Prep Hockey League. This one inside. Oh, and Haynes got it saved. On the pass right there from Souza. Was looking for his second assist. To Dumas. Lost it right there. This one's loose here by Zalumanov. In pursuit, and Farrell caught up to him. Cedrone has a good look, though. The left wing circle, that one's saved by the knees of Souza. This one's free again. O'Neal missed it wide. Zavulanov. And Santos will get after it. This one is I think Zavulanov knew where it was. Now a shot from Goding off the mark. Farrell puts it back in the corner. Back to Goding, and Brennan will take it away for Boston. Carrera. This one is tipped on its way over there. Tober inside. It is ripped away. Taken right back by Farrell. Farrell has it here. Carrera heading through traffic. 4:20 to go. And it's Slack. Back in his own zone. Slack. Looking to push it up right here. Braden Slack trying to get around one. Gives it up. Shot there. Too tall for Farrell. Lichtenberger. LeCoyer down the ice. LeCoyer. Slack. Gets through traffic. Slack shot saved, then put back down by Littlefield. The heads up play. He saw his man Lichtenberger was right there and didn't want to waste any time. Back to Lichtenberger in the near side corner. And Tober's shot flies into the netting here with 3:25 to go from Adelar. This game brought to you one last time by Iron and Steel Threads, who's on a mission to bring the game of ice hockey to more people and communities across the nation. They create products to help share their love for hockey and also donate a portion of every sale to make youth hockey accessible to more families across the nation. Go to ironsteelthreads.com, use coupon code FOSports10 to get 10% off of your next purchase. Now the pile O'Neal Up to a movement. Now O'Neal again. Onside has a good look. O'Neal got saved by Souza. It was right arm that time. Give it up. Vic, shot blocked. O'Neal gets through some traffic. O'Neal got it ripped away from him there. And now coming on the near side here is Tober in traffic. And Tober lost it and got hooked, I think. Wow. Penalty on the ice. And this is going to put Mount on the power play. With 2:54 to go, O'Neal's going to the box again. And the bench cannot believe it. 5th penalty against Boston as Mount has 6. 5 different players have been penalized now for the advantage, and O'Neal joins the club. And now it has just become exponentially more difficult for the advantage to try to mount a comeback in this game. Down a player for really almost the rest of this game. They got to kill this as well. Mount, one more might do it. They're just going to try to kill some clock as well as trying to punch one in. Sampson feeds, pass inside. Good stick there to clear it out by Griffin Conley. Now it's Figueiredo. On down the far side, Figueiredo. Somebody lost their glove. Figueiredo inside. Has a good look. Haynes got saved. Figueiredo again, back to Haynes in the slot off his stick. And then it's now 1:10 to go on the power play. 2 minutes remain in this game. Figueiredo from long range, saved again, hits the top of the glass, stays in play. Now they'll actually blow it dead. And I think the Mount players are even like, why'd you call it dead? But I think it may have gone a piece of the net on that far side. With 1:03 to go on the power play. $1:56 remains in this game. Mount trying to just clinch it here in a lost stick that time. I think it was from Farrell. And now on the other end, ooh, what a move from Dumas. Got by Haley. Dumas dances with it, gives it up. 40 seconds to go on the penalty. This one back up top. Devlin feeds. Slack. Back to Devlin. Looking for Farrell, and this one saved and goes sky high into the netting right there with 26 seconds left on the power play. Slack. Centering pass, actually in the left wing there. Still alive. It's still free, and they're going to blow it dead here. That puck was loose at the end of it, and they end up blowing it dead with 15 seconds left to go in the power play. There was a lot going on in the middle that time, and they end up just killing it. And you got to think, if they can kill this penalty right here, it's going to be a timeout called right afterwards. 8 seconds left. That shot too tall. A minute left here in the half. In regulation. That ends the power play. Mount cannot convert. New line in for Boston. Haley lost it. Dumas trying to waste some time here. Vic has to just hold on to it. And now goaltender Lilfield's out of there. Vic, shot blocked and goes into the ceiling again with 34 seconds left. The advantage trail by a goal. And now here's the timeout from Boston. And we'll take one as well. 34 and a half seconds remain. Mounties up 4-3 here on Fans Only Sports Network. Back here, final half minute of action following the quick break. Mounties trying to hold on to it. It's Haley and Dumas on the face-off here. And this one is going to be bad around. Goal net is still empty here. This one's going to be flipped down the ice. There's a chance for Sampson for his third goal. And he couldn't. He's trying to feed a man. He could have got a shot off probably. Now here's the shot. I go, oh, what a save right there. What a lunging effort made by Ethan Santos, because that thing was going to go in. And he makes the play of the game. Oh, my goodness. Defensively. To keep it alive just for now. 13.6 to go. Face off. And now one more try. Oh my goodness, 3-on-2. O'Neal! Can he do it? No! Still free. And it is one more try for Livingston. Missed it wide. This game is over. Mount survives. They had a 3-on-1. And it was almost deadly for Mount. But they will not be buried here this afternoon. They win it in regulation 4-3. Game-winning goal from Noah Sampson. On the tip, right in front, and a back-and-forth game, instant classic here between the Mount St. Charles Mounties and the Boston Advantage here on Fans Only Sports Network. So that's it from us here today. Some NEPSAC hockey will be back here soon for some more action. Actually, this is actually the last game of the regular season, so see what the future has in store for us. But what a way to close it out for Mount. We'll see you guys next time here from Adelaide.